How's it going, everyone? I'm Isle. Today I have a best of 5 series of StarCraft 2 coming up for you. First of all, ignore the names. That's not showing. Ignore. First of all, I have a red Protoss from South Korea. It is herO, who you can't see by the chat on the side. His opponent, our blue Zerg player, also from South Korea. It is Dark. herO versus Dark. First map, Royal Blood in a best of 5 series. herO already chasing away the first drone of Dark, and the drone will go to the 3rd base and make a hatchery. That's an odd position. Normally it goes over there. Okay, Dark obviously choosing that one. I think this one's nice because you got the high ground. Okay, well. Don't argue with Dark, says the wise philosophizer, right? Anyway, these two players, they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. I love watching the two of them play. In terms of their specific races, definitely two of my favorites. Dark, I've just always liked Dark's play. Dark plays like an absolute madman. He just does exactly what he wants to, when he wants to, and he doesn't care who you are. And then there's herO, who kind of, you can say the same. And because he did it so well, he did his own thing so well, everyone kind of does it now. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes as these two players come up against each other. So far, pretty standard openers for both of them. We'll see the tech of choice coming up for herO now. Dark so far just getting a decent spread, getting his queens out, and he's probably going to be going for his 3rd pretty soon after that. Nice quick zergling speed, drones pulled out of gas. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We see the Stargate from herO. Absolutely normal. So what he tends to do is he tends to go Stargate, gets himself a couple of oracles, then goes into Twilight Forge, and finally gets his blink. herO obviously one of the absolute best when it comes to the blink micro with his stalkers. He's a really good player. There comes the 3rd, and yeah, straightforward match. Straightforward as can be. Dark's Overlord is scouting everything, but he's got to be careful, because I wonder... he knows the timing. Yeah, he moves the Overlord just in time. These guys have their timings really sharp, and they're not quite caught by surprise. In terms of the macro, looking pretty good so far for both players. Nothing crazy yet. No early Roach Warrens or anything from Dark. We know he loves the Roach Warren. He loves going for a nice early Roach Warren, but this time, yeah, he's not. He's actually just macroing himself into 3 base economy. Trying to get a 2nd up still, while the 3rd is building. So, first Oracle is out. It is helping to give some vision. Now we see the Overlord dancing around, trying to get away from the Stalker. Yeah, and here we go. Nice early 3rd base. 350. Good timing on the 3rd. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah. Big round of drones there from Dark. Nice and big. Ooh, one probe gets picked off. That's unfortunate. Single gateway at this point. It's another pylon, yeah. I'm expecting that Twilight. Got 2 oracles out. 3rd one is being produced. And there comes the Forge. Just a Forge? No Twilight? That's odd. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so maybe hero's timing's just a tiny little bit off. Dark so far hasn't taken too much damage. He's got Spore Crawlers up. Yeah, he's going to be fine with it. Getting an Evo Chamber behind this. 1, 2, 3. Not too bad. Not too bad. Here comes some Adepts. They're also going to put on a little bit of pressure here from the front. They are spotted. So I don't know how much hero's going to get done with that. Another Oracle on the way. Can I stop selecting the rocks? That'll be nice. Okay, so this one's just going to help the Adepts. to kind of clear some of the creep on the edges. Oh, that's nice. Gets that creep shimmer. The Zerglings. Okay, no, he gets out safe and sound. 2 workers for this Oracle. Gotta be careful though. Gotta be careful. Ooh! Don't want to lose them. Definitely don't want to lose them. Yep. Blink. +1. And 4 extra gates. So it's going to be 6 gates so far for herO. It's going to allow him to get a decent bit of aggression going. More workers going down. Actually, these oracles, 8 workers with no oracles lost. That's nothing to sneeze about. That's pretty good. He has 2 more. How many does he have now? He's up to 4. He's up to 4. Okay, that's good. Oh, he loses 1. That's unfortunate. But now he's got 2 groups of oracles going around. That's 6 more workers going down. This early game harassment really setting herO up to have a very powerful mid game. Yeah, easier said than done. Hello, Probe. Are you intentionally following those guys? What is the plan? What is it? Oh, that's so low health. 6 kills on that Oracle. 1 on that. And 5 on that. Very nice. Baneling Nest for Dark. 4th base is up. That's obnoxious. Trying to get rid of the drone that's still a lava. Infestation Pit. With a macro hatch. Okay, so herO sees everything. Warp Prism. +1/+1 for Dark. Okay, so with that Warp Prism, you can expect there to be a little bit of aggression coming up. Those Blink Stalkers with that Prism. Very strong combination. This Oracle is kind of just sitting here having a great time and not being bothered. Nice. Oh, big Stalkers. +2 coming up for herO. No! Oh. Okay, being a little wasteful. I guess not really that wasteful. They did pay for themselves. There is the Hive. But in terms of units, 26 lings. Is 26 lings enough? Overlord gets picked off. Here comes the Stalkers into the base. This is where it gets dangerous. Queens are going to be used for the defense. Zerglings, they want to get a decent wrap run. At the same time, we have Adepts moving here into the natural, well, the second base that is in the 3rd base location. This base is in some trouble. These Adepts are going to be picked off, but there's still a ton of Stalkers here. herO Supply looking very comfortable. He is now up a base. Dark deciding to do dark things and just run around this army. He's going to go into this base. There is a cannon, but a cannon is not going to deal with all of those Zerglings. Recall happens. He just recalls the oracles. Okay, I like that. So 7 probes go down. Yeah, Dark's got a good worker count, but he's got no army. So it's nice having all those workers, but a couple of lings and some drones, they are not going to stop there. GG. herO takes game number 1. And just like that, we are into game number 2. Map is Altitude. The bigger map pool, or the bigger map from the map pool. What was that initial sentence? So I don't expect to see anything too crazy. Dark scouting a little bit. Sees that he can't take the natural where he wants to. So the drone's gonna go across. I would love for him to go place it on the other side of the map, but no, he is just going for his 3rd in a nice comfy position. There comes the gas, along with the spawning pool. Should be anytime now. As soon as he's got his minerals, boom, there we go, spawning pool. Oh, herO, what you doing? Alright, nothing interesting. I thought he might go for something a little bit exciting. Nexus comes up, we're going to see the Cybercore. Relatively standard openers once again. Nothing too crazy from these two in the early game so far. But yeah, previous game, I think Dark was a little bit caught out by the timing. Maybe lack of scouting information, because He had a ton of workers and a ton of lings, but a ton of lings is not enough. herO had been making army for quite a while, and yeah, just the slight double-pronged harassment, like it was very slight. He had 4 adepts on the other side. That's not really a big attack, but it was enough to throw Dark off a little bit, and yeah, make that he could not get enough out in time. But I honestly think that was a little bit of a scouting error. He just didn't see, which is weird. But you know what? Maybe because herO had gone for the 4th base. So maybe Dark had read that as, and I'm speculating, I mean, I could be completely wrong. But maybe Dark had thought, okay, he's going for a 4th. Why would he attack? No, maybe he's going to try to sit back, be a little bit defensive. But no. No, this is herO. herO likes to be out on the map. Opening once again with the Stargate. Yeah, nothing quite surprising about that. Getting his Warp Gate as well as a Stalker. There we go. Anyway, I hope my sound is a little bit better. I have noticed in some of my last videos that my sound was a little bit out of sync. Not out of sync really, but my voice was a little bit soft. So I played around with it, I tuned around with a whole bunch of settings, and I'm hoping that has solved the problems. I don't know what changed, because I can't remember changing anything, but that sound, so you know, if it is horrendous, obviously I'll notice during the editing, but also, I mean, I use headphones and everything, so I don't actually know if it sounds better on speakers or anything like that, because I've got a little Bluetooth speaker that I use on the odd occasion, but for the most part I'm wearing headphones. So yeah, I don't always notice if there are some dramatic sound issues, so if there is anything, yeah, make sure to let me know in the comments. But yeah, so far, a little bit of a, I don't want to say anticlimactic, but not the best game from Dark initially. I think had the game gone on for maybe 4 extra minutes, Dark would have been in a good spot, because he would have teched up and that economy of his would have started kicking in. Because he had 83 workers there just before the end, just before the last engagements. And that's considering that he lost quite a substantial amount to the early game oracles. Oh, herO once again just running him around a little bit. Oh, look at this one. Cheeky going back in for kill number 4. 4 kills on 2 oracles, not too bad. At this stage, it looks like hero's done with oracle production for the moment. Once again, Twilight into Forge. He does love this playstyle. And yeah, we'll see what the follow-up is going to be. Is it just going to be another timing? Is he quite content? Hello. Little bit of adepties going across the map. The Overlord's going to spot it. And yeah, does Dark have anything? He's got a lot of queens. The queens are going to be able to do a lot. There are no glaives. It's not a glaives build. But yeah, that's 1 down for 2 workers. Me. Not amazing. But I think this is just meant to, yeah, meant to just do a little bit of pressure. Hopefully get the oracles in to do some damage at the same time. Zergling's trying to catch these oracles. They don't manage to catch them, but yeah. The adepts, not the oracles. Zerglings can't catch oracles. They can't do it. Okay, 3rd base up for herO. Dark has already got his 4th on the way. These oracles, adepts. Why am I confusing oracles and adepts? Tempo Archives, along with Robo. Are we gonna go for some Archons, or is this gonna be a little bit of Stormy Storm? I like seeing Storm used. I hate having Storm used against me. That's fair, right? That's a kind of fair way to think about it. These Zerglings are going through. They're gonna try to put a little bit of pressure on you. Decent Sim City, so they're gonna. Ooh, they actually do get a gateway. It's not the biggest of deals, but it wasn't a cancel, so you know. That's something. It is something. Very Zergling heavy once again. Baneling Nest coming up behind. This is going melee upgrades. Now we see the Warp Prism along with Zealot, Zealot, and the Robo Bay. Okay, Archon's being warped, or yeah, it is Archons. Templar being warped into Archons. Okay, so a little bit of Zealot Archon Disruptor, because he's not getting Immortals. So I'm assuming it's going to be Disruptor. Oracles! Quick Infestation, but once again for Oracles! For Dark. Okay. I do like that. Ooh, it's just going to be a little bit of harassment with the Archons. A ton of Zerglings over here. Bzz, bzz. Archons deal a lot of damage. Look at that splash. They deal a lot of damage against Lings. These Oracles once again are trying to get something done. 6 workers again. Not too bad. Not as good as the previous game. And a lot of them have some serious damage on their hull. Now we see the Roach Warrior. Run, Oracles, run! Adepts. They're not Oracles. Why do I keep calling them Adepts? No, Oracles. I don't know. I can't talk. It's one of those days where words are just not making sense. What's going on here? Why? Wait, there's a game going on. Focus. Yeah, so there come the Disruptors. Disruptors, they obviously hit very hard. Okay, Zergling run by, gonna go through on this side of the map. Oh, they're gonna catch a bunch of these probes that are transferring across that side. Actually, only 4. Actually, not too bad. Here goes herO once again. Banelings are on the way. There are enough Zerglings now to potentially drive this back. Oh, gotta be careful with the Archons. They do get rid of a bunch of Zerglings. Banelings. Oh, that's not a good trade, I don't think. At least not for Dark. Oh, here's a massive amount of Zerglings coming in once again. But there are Zealots at home. Ready to get rid of them. Again, a lot of Banelings into these Zealots. That is very expensive. Here's the Archons on the other side. Also doing their thing. Now, Queens are pretty decent. Oh, a lot of these Disruptors being picked off by the Zerglings. One Archon is not going to go down. Archons are very strong. Archon's definitely very strong. And now we see +1 ship weapons. Well, the air weapons. Not ship weapons. That's the Terran upgrade. So is herO going to transition straight into Skytoss, or is he just going to push with this army that he has? Look, he's got a powerful army. These Zealots and these Archons. He did lose the Disruptors. That does not mean that this army cannot deal damage. Banelings are terrible against Archons. The Zealots are retreating. Archon's doing some good job tanking over there. But yeah, Zerglings are not good against Archons either. A bunch of great stasis wards going down. Archons are moving forward. Behind this, we do see that thing, Fleet Beacon. I could not remember the name of it. This is going so well for herO once again. Ultralisks are coming up. Ultralisks are going to be very nice, but Ultralisks also, they don't really deal with Archons. Yeah, Dark doesn't have a defense against these Archons. Disruptor is also here. It's getting rid of some Zerglings. Mothership immediately, as well as some carriers. Nice. So after the early game with Archons and Zealots, we're going to see a move into... Oh, sorry. Ultras just don't cut it. I think Ultras can do fine against Zealots, but with carriers and the Mothership, this is definitely looking like a game that is going herO's way. Zealots chasing down. Ultralist turns around and is like, yeah, okay, well, no, I can't take you. Okay, herO retreating temporarily. He's going to rotate around. It's looking very good. Upgrades are good for Dark so long though. He's already getting +3 melee. Running a ton of Zerglings around once again. But yeah, once these carriers come out, I mean, what's the answer? Okay, recall is gonna happen here to help to get rid of these lings that are running in. Archons are so strong against lings. They really are. Adrenal glands on the way. Okay, Dark sees the carrier. There's more carriers coming behind this. GG is called. I think knowing that air transition was coming up, as well as a lot of damage there, yeah, herO takes the win in game number 2. And just like that, we are on match point. Our third map is Neo-Humanity. And I'm hoping Dark can do something to get back into this because, yeah, unfortunately, hero's kind of had his number all the way through. herO definitely playing a very good game, getting some really strong timings out. I love what he did in that previous game, going for the Archons with the Zealot, a little bit of Disruptors, and then just pulling off a good attack. The Stasis Wards, the Stasis Traps from the Oracles, I think those are really what did it. That disabled so many of Dark's Zerglings for so long that the Archons, they just weren't dying. If the Archons aren't dying, I mean, they put out a ton of damage at the same time. So, you know, if you're not dealing with those Archons, they can come back to bite you in the butt. But anyway, let's see what happens in this last game. It is Neo-Humanity. Dark does very often, that is too big. Dark very often does do some strange things on this map. So yeah, let's see if he has any plans. So far it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he's gonna go for anything too crazy. Normal standard opener from both players once again. herO just quite content to keep doing the same thing. I would have liked to see Dark kinda flipping it on his head a little bit. Because in terms of the early game, he's just not holding once herO gets across and starts dealing damage. Once again, we're going to see that Stargate open. So the Stargate is looking very strong. But yeah, unfortunately this series so far not going the way of Dark. And I mean, Dark is a good player. Dark is a very good player. Definitely not a player that is just generally gonna lose a series 3-0. But anyway, let's see. Maybe he has some tricks up his sleeve, something ready to come back in this matchup. I don't like this wall. This wall is giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's so big. There's so much space here. Please, herO, do something. Block it somehow. Like, I know Dark doesn't have any Zerglings on the way, but just put something there. Just something. I don't think he's going to. Ooh, it's creeping me out, man. Zerglings could get in and destroy your entire base. Okay, Oracles once again. Very nice. Third base, up and coming. Dark, how about going for roaches a little bit earlier this game? Just a theory. Ooh, that dead space is actually not dead space at all. What is going on? Look at this interaction. Overlord flies this way, Stalker walks around. Stalker walks around that way, Overlord flies back. The fact that these two players have this APM to spare. Oh, and it finally goes down. Poor Overlord tried its best to stay alive, but it just couldn't manage it. Not the end of the world, but yeah. Definitely, it sucks to lose that initial Overlord. They're going for the queens. I don't know if I like that. But now they're darting around. They're going to fly into the main base. There is a queen there who's going to start hitting at them. 2 workers going down. Okay. Now these oracles are going to be a little bit stuck. Here comes the 4 adept once again. Behind this, Twilight and a Forge. So, similar style every time from herO. A little bit of minor changes here and there. I think this one is going to go for Blink again. But nothing Nothing too out of the ordinary. He's just trying to see what he can get done. I like the creep spread clearance. I think that's very good. Just being able to stop it here nice and early. Especially on this map where it's quite easy to get these 2 rows going all the way down. I mean, that happens on a lot of maps. But yeah. Okay, there we go. A little bit of an earlier Roach Warren. I think that's brilliant. Dark's going to be able to get himself enough units out to hopefully stop any early game aggression from herO. Robo's coming up, so I'm assuming we're going to see the War Prism once again. Yeah, that Roach Warren needs to finish now. I think Dark definitely needs something. Stasis Water's going to go up. Going to catch 2 drones. But yeah, so far, actually 0 probes have fallen. Seriously? 0 drone, yeah, 0 probes have fallen, that's correct, and only 2 drones. So the defense looking a lot tighter here for Dark. Once again, going into that Robo Bay, this time with Blink Stalkers and +1 coming up. I think hero's just going to hit another timing attack. It seems so similar to the same game, and you know what? Why wouldn't he? He's up 2 games. If it's been working, why change anything? Just keep on going. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Now we see the ranged upgrades coming up for Dark, which is good. It's going to help with those roaches. Quick infestation, but once again, so he's going to go up to that nice early hive again. Okay, luckily he did build an extra gateway there just to block off that hole. Okay, the name of the game is going to be Colossi now with extended thermal arms. So minor variations every time from herO, which I think is good. Roach speed's going to finish up right now. And by right now, I mean in 3 seconds. Swarm hosts. Swarm host Nidus. This is what I'm talking about. I think for Dark to get his way back into it, doing something a little bit funny like Swarm host Nidus, definitely a good idea. Definitely. Now he's just got to be careful because if herO makes a dedicated attack here, that might be hard to deal with. Okay, so here comes the first of the Swarm hosts. They are gathering around the Nidus. And in you go. There comes the Nidus. In you go. In you go. In you go. In you go. Okay, there we go. Nidus is popping out over here. At the same time, there's a ton of Zerglings on this side, drawing away the attention. Swarmers going to come in now. They're going to throw off their locusts, jump back into the Nidus worm. And this is going to deal damage. This has to deal damage. Ooh, the Colossi. Get the Colossi. Oh yeah, 1 Colossi down. Oh, it's a ton of probes going down. That's 13, just like that. Those locusts are pretty tanky, actually. More swarmers coming up behind this. hero's just deciding, you know what? I'm going to attack. You've got swarmers, which means you don't have any units, really. So I am just going to attack. Oh, good micro. Go straight for this. The emphasis on killing the creep is now a little bit excessive. herO, you gotta go. I think you gotta go. The swarmers are still stuck in the Nidus. Well, not stuck. It's not like they can't get out. But yeah, this is a solid attack. Dark, you might want something to defend against this. Okay, there comes the swarmers. They're gonna send out Stalkers, baiting out the initial locust. A little bit of kiting here, retreating with the Colossi. Getting some good zappies off. 2 Colossi do fall though. 3rd one is going to stay alive, and 4th one does come in to join the battle. Colossi obviously not amazing against roaches. It's not the best thing, but it is something. hero's work account still looking respectable though. All in all, still looking very decent, even after losing a lot of those probes. Okay, but this Stalker Clump, along with some good Blink Micro here from... solid dodge. Some good Micro here from herO. This definitely could get dangerous. Swarmos once again trying to get the Locust. Now the problem is this is not what you want the Swarmos to do. You want the Swarmos to be hitting the enemy's economy, not to defend. I mean, it's okay if they do defend, at least they're doing something, but it's a ton of Stalkers. Dark is pretty much maxed out. herO, but that being said, so much of the supply is caught up in the Swarmos. This could be it for herO. He's got a good supply of Stalkers. They are starting to pick through all the Ravagers. More reinforcements on the way. 23 Roaches on production, but it might be too late. It might be too late, and those Swarmos taking up some valuable supply. herO being uber decisive here. Oh, and those Swarmos, they're not going to get anything done once again. The cooldown is really long. herO's just slowly waltzing his way into the natural. And I think that this could be the game. The series. GG. herO not falling for any of Dark's shenanigans, especially in this final game. And yeah, he takes a solid 3-0 win over Dark. That is a feat that not many people can do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series. I thought there might be more games to it, but hey, there's only 3. And, you know, herO played well. He played really good. So if you're a Protoss player, that's how you should be playing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft 2 content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.